guys, so today I wanted to do kind of based on my theme of yesterday. Yesterday I did a what's in my diaper bag, toddler diaper bag video. So today I wanted to kind of keep with the theme, and I am in school full time. I go to school Monday to Friday. And so I kind of wanted to do a school organization slash what's in my backpack video because I guess not a lot of moms are full-time students. So there's always stay-at-home moms, there's full-time working moms. There are some that are in school, but it's not really the norm, so I decided to kind of make a little spin on it and what I do to organize, how I find time to study, and all that fun stuff. So I'll start by saying I'm in school for massage therapy. I'm in my it's final week next week, so I'm just finishing my third semester, and it's a 6-semester program, so I'm halfway done. And yeah, I go to school Monday to Friday, depending on my classes, depends on what time I go. And Reed goes to preschool when I'm at school. So from my video yesterday, my diaper bag, what I do, so I never know if I'm going to go out after school, if I'm going to have to go pick up Reed early, I don't, there's always a what if. So when I drop Reed off in the morning, I bring my backpack and my diaper bag, and I drop Reed off at preschool, and I always keep my diaper bag in my trunk, just in case, it's all fully stocked with, clothes, pull-ups, everything that you saw in the video yesterday. I keep that in my trunk, just in case I pick him up and we decide to go somewhere. I have to go home, get him out of the car, bring him inside to get my diaper bag. So I just have him, I have my diaper bag and my backpack in the car ready to go in the morning. So now I will start. So here's my backpack. Yeah, it's not that fun to talk about, but it's just like a Burton, like a skateboard brand backpack. It's big, so it fits all my stuff, which is perfect. So I'm just going to kind of go through what I would do per class. I'm only going to talk about one class though, because I don't want to have to bring out 6 million things. So what I do, so my school is kind of fully online. I obviously go to in-person school, but all of our notes and everything's online. So the night before my class, I always go online, look at the note. I always type out the note, it's always a lecture, like a slideshow lecture. And what I do is I always type out the note the night before. Just even if I'm watching TV and half mind into it, I kind of get an idea, a little background of what kind of material we're going to be covering the next day. So I do that every night before class. I type it out in my own little, I have a very specific way of doing it, and so I do that at night. I type it all out, and then I print it and put it in my binder. So this one is for I'm in digestive system anatomy. I'm in 2 anatomy classes, but this one is digestive system anatomy. So my binder, I have obviously the name of the class, my name, and the day, time, and room number, just in case I don't ever have a brain fart and I forget where it is or what time it is. I have it on here, but I don't bring my binders to class. So in here, I don't have it in here right now, but I always have the first page on it. I make a little 1-month calendar on Word, so I make a little document. So if there's due dates, I write them in at the beginning of every month, so I know if I open my binder, I can know, oh, that's when something's due, if I forget to write in my planner or if I have to put it on my phone. So I always have a calendar first page, and then this syllabus, I think people call it, is a learning plan for us. I always have that second so that I can know kind of what's coming up. It has the readings in there and everything. So this is kind of an idea of how I type out my notes. They're usually in slides, but I just put them in here. I put in the pictures. They're usually double-sided, but this one just didn't work. So I keep my binder at home because I don't, my backpack's already heavy enough. I don't use it that much in school, so I leave my binder at home on a bookshelf. But I bring to class with me a notebook for each class with just the name of the class, and I write notes. So I already have a background idea of their lectures in my mind from typing the night before, and then I go in and I make notes, handwritten notes, because I think typed notes are good, but to me personally, I learn better from writing it out because it's more of a physical, motor way of learning. So I type out little notes, extensions off what the slides say. So if they say anything extra, I write it down in here. And then I'll go home that night, after I put Reed to bed and everything, and I'll put these notes into my typed out notes and put it in my binder. And so my binder always stays at home, so it's always fully up to date with notes, has the plain lecture and also the written notes inside of it. So I always have this. I don't know, I always have this in my room, always have this with me at school. So I always use, I don't like loose leaf paper because I always lose them, so I like having a notebook, spiral notebook, that I have everything in one thing, that if I mess up I can just tear out a page, or if I need a piece of paper, I think I wrote down something the other day, I can just rip it out, but it's all nice and organized in here as well as in here. So if I, sometimes if you bring a binder to school, you forget it there, and then you wouldn't have it. So I like having, because I like paper copies. Some people at my school what works for them is all like the stuff on their laptop. For me, I have to have physical hard copies, so this works out so well for me. So I keep this binder at home. I have a binder for every single class. I do the exact same thing every class, type the notes the night before, and then go to class with my notebook, handwrite some extra notes, put it back into that document, and then print the document, put it in here. So that's what I do. And then I also, depending on the day, I'll bring like that class's textbook with me, so that if, because sometimes the lectures are directly from here. So say we're doing a lecture on Lyme disease, which is what this page is on. I'll have the book open because sometimes it follows along with like whatever the textbook says. But sometimes textbooks are heavy, so I just have them at home and just do the readings. I try and keep, so my classes, today's Wednesday, so my Wednesday classes are digestive system anatomy and central nervous system anatomy. So I tend to have, tonight I will do the readings for those two classes. I'll go over the notes for those two classes. So every day I have class, that class is what I focus on that night. I don't like having to do everything in one day. I like to do it once right after that class at night, so I can get it, while it's all fresh in my mind, I can do like the readings, do the assignments if they're due. So textbooks usually stay home, but sometimes I'll bring it again like to read along with what they're saying. And then also in my backpack, I like these Tri Plus fine liner pens. They're so thin, they never dry up, and I like all the colors because I don't like using like markers obviously on notes. But, you know, sometimes teachers draw like diagrams on the board and use different colors to show different things, so I like having these pens. Oh, I'm missing one, but whatever. I really like having these pens that I can use all these different colors if they're using a different color for something on a drawing or on a chart or something. So I always bring these pens along with my pencil case, which is fully stocked with like highlighters, a couple different colors of highlighters, because, you know, sometimes if there's a different thing you're highlighting, like sometimes I'll highlight like a header so I know exactly where I'm starting, and then like highlight like a word that's a definition, like highlight that word in a different color, and then if I'm having like a fact, I'll put it in blue or something. So I like having different highlighting colors to correlate with what kind of information I'm highlighting. So I have highlighters. I always have a bunch of pens, and I like getting at the beginning of the semester these Papermate, like the good pens, the good mechanical pencils, because if you have like a crappy one that you're writing and it breaks all the time, you're probably spending more money than just buying like the expensive pencils at the beginning of the semester. So I always have these. I think I've only bought one pack of them since I started school a year ago, so get the good pens, you won't regret it. And yeah, I always have pens in here. I have little like flags, so I'm reading something in a textbook, I can flag it if I need to, and then I have just like a little stapler, just in case I'm handing something in and there's no stapler in the room, I can just use my tiny little one. And everyone in my class always borrows it from me, so get your own, because everyone will want it. Everyone will think you're a king or a queen. I always keep my agenda. My agenda is like my world. Like I write everything in this. So I always have, let's see. So on here, like I have like my work schedule. This one doesn't have that much because it's like final month. So I have like my work schedule all in here, and if something's due, I'll write it in the big calendar as well as like on the date. I guess there's none in here. But I'll put, here, let's find one. Yeah, so there's all the assignments that were due that day. So I'll put it in the big calendar as well as on the specific day. So I'm looking through my notebook. I have like a heads up on the calendar, and then when I get to the actual day, I know exactly what's due. I always put like if Reed has an appointment or if Reed has like an event, I have put it in here. I bring this thing with me everywhere. If I don't have it in my backpack, I'll have it in my purse, because it comes with me to work, so I can put out my work schedule, and this, it helps keep you so organized. So always have an agenda. They're good for everything, even if you're not in school, just to have like for appointments and everything. They come in tiny little ones, but I like the big ones so I can put a lot and write big into it, so I don't have to like squint for a small writing. So keep an agenda. I always have like my lotion for school, like my oil, and like the pocket thing for it. Obviously, if you're not in massage, you probably don't need this. But I have to wear like a uniform to some of my classes, like a scrub uniform, so I always keep an extra shirt in my backpack just in case I go to class and I'm forgetting to wear my shirt. I have an extra one. And then in these little pockets, in this one I have like my goniometer for one of my classes and my reflex hammer for one of my classes. And I just keep like body spray, like sometimes I have lotion in here for my hands just to have at school just in case, and like lip balm. So that's in that pocket, and then this other little pocket that's like hidden one kind of, I have So one of my exams I have tomorrow, it's like a physical class, so I do note cards with each little test. So I have them in individual baggies. So like this one is for resisted isometric movements, this one is for special tests. So I have them separated so I know exactly where they are. I don't have to flip through to find them. I have them separated out into little baggies. So I have my flashcards in here that I can quiz myself on, or have someone else quiz me, obviously. And then I just keep like my USBs in here. I have different USBs for different things. Like this one has projects on it to give teachers. This one is like copies of like my first semester and second semester notes on this one. I don't know what's on this one. Oh no, this one is my video. So in class, so I'm in obviously massage, which is hands-on. So I take videos of all my physical classes, like my like hands-on classes, like massage, like techniques, or like my physical assessments, and my sports injury class. Like I video what the teacher's demonstrating. Like I take a 30-minute video sometimes, and I put them on here because my laptop is so slow with I have videos, and my phone, like I have to delete storage like once a week. So I keep my videos on this. I always have USBs because I don't want to keep like 50 documents on my laptop that I don't need. So I have first semester and second semester on here that I can just plug in if I ever need them. So keep those in there. So that's kind of what I bring to school. And yeah, so I try to do, obviously I am a single mom, so it is hard to find time to study. So what I do is, studying at night doesn't really work for me at all. Once I put Reed to bed, I'm exhausted, and all I want to do is lay around and go watch movies or anything like that. So at first I would try, put Reed to bed and then study, and it wouldn't work. So what I do is I wake up usually around 6 every morning, and Reed wakes up at 8. So I have those 2 hours to myself in the morning that I can like study, get caught up on an assignment, finish an assignment, do a reading, all that kind of thing. So yeah, mornings are mostly used for my studying, and usually I drop Reed off at school around 9:30, and usually my classes don't start until around 11. So I get to school right after, and I have that hour before class that I can either type up a note, like I said, I like to do the night before, sometimes I'll do it the day of, or I can, if I have an assignment, I can work on it then, or if I forgot to do my homework last night, I can do it in the morning. So I like to have that little hour in the morning to do like my schoolwork. And if I get a class at 3, usually I'll stay for about an hour after and do homework till 4, and then go pick up Reed to bring him home. And then when I get home with Reed, it's all on Reed. I don't think about school, I don't work on schoolwork. I just play with him, have dinner with him, give him a bath, be a mom for those couple hours before he goes to bed. And then when he goes to bed, I'll sometimes do I'll type out my note, and then I'll just go to bed because I don't need to stay up and use up all the energy I have. So studying in the morning always helps me, because once you put a kid to bed, you just want to go to bed. So I recommend studying in the morning and waking up a bit earlier and then going to bed earlier. So I go to bed around 11, wake up at 6, and that's what works for me. So hope you guys like this video, and if you are a mom also in school, I hope it kind of helped you stay a little bit more organized, because I know how chaotic it can be, especially when you're in school and your kid's in preschool. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. See you in the next video. Bye.